What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from Nerd Ventures Tower. We need to talk about all the new updates surrounding the rumors and the leaks for Multiverse of Madness. As with all the rumors and speculation that we've been talking about recently, I think it's important to keep in mind that we are not sure what will or will not be in this movie. Again, the Doctor Strange 2 movie has gone through an unprecedented amount of reshoots, secret shooting, and perhaps even things hidden from screenings. There's been a lot of conflicting reports from very good insiders and scoopers about what cameos or surprises will actually be in the movie. And then, as I talked about in the video that we did on Saturday, there are even rumors that I think will be in the movie that nobody's talking about. As an example of what I am talking about, My Time to Shine Hello, reliable insider, just talked about Ghost Rider being in the film. She said on her Twitter that there's a version of the movie that has Ghost Rider in it, but it's possible that Ghost Rider is going to be cut from the final version of the film. So even somebody like her that seems to have an inside track on what is happening is not exactly sure what's going to be going on in the movie. Now, for my money, I actually do think Ghost Rider will end up in this film, and I think it's going to be Norman Reedus. However, Nicolas Cage has been doing some interesting hinting as of late as being open to being the Johnny Blaze character, and I think that would be fantastic as well. Next up, let's talk about Deadpool. And even though this happened a couple of weeks ago, I think it serves to illustrate what's going on with all the confusion with the different reports. And I know some people, including myself, were confused after My Time to Shine Hello was talking about Deadpool, and it frankly upset me to the point where I was like, I don't even know if I can trust this person anymore. She was recently seemingly downplaying the fact that Deadpool will show up in a post-credit scene in the Multiverse of Madness. However, if you really look into what she is saying, she's really just trying to distance herself from the crazy post-credit scene that was rumored several weeks ago. And as a TLDR on that, in that post-credit scene leak, they were talking about how Cable, Deadpool, and Vanessa enter into that place where the Illuminati is at in the trailers, and they're going to make all these jokes and comments about all of the dead people there in Illuminati headquarters. And so it seems like My Time to Shine Hello is still saying that Deadpool will likely be in a post-credit scene for Multiverse of Madness. Maybe even Vanessa will be in there as well, but she does not think it's going to be one of those crazy post-credit scenes that leaked out a couple of weeks ago where they enter in through an open multiversal door and they're hanging out in the Illuminati headquarters. By the way, it kind of sucks that that seems like it's not going to be a real scene. I know some of you guys said you didn't like that scene. I loved it, but mostly just because I want that location where the multiversal Avengers / Illuminati are at to play a role in the MCU moving forward. But you can't always have what you want. I also just wanted to bring up here that Rob Liefeld himself was teasing out that Deadpool and friends would be in Multiverse of Madness, and someone like John Cameo is out there saying, no, definitely not in the film at all, which again really makes me think that they will show up in some kind of a post-credit scene, but that post-credit scene could be completely separate from the film. It might have nothing to do with Multiverse of Madness. Next up, let's talk about Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, another long-standing rumor, and a lot of people just thought this would make sense. Sam Raimi returning, him working with Toby, it would be brilliant. Now, just a couple of weeks back, the editor-in-chief for Fandom or Fandom Wire came out and said that they are hearing from some sources that Tobey Maguire was likely cut from the film. And there were other insiders that spoke up and said he was never going to be in the film. And again, it just kind of goes to show you that with this movie in particular, the rumors are all over the place. Reliable people can't agree on what is actually going on. And that's because this movie has been in production for a long time, parts of it in production secretly, and they're shooting stuff secretly, editing stuff out in the reshoots. You get the idea. But next up, let's talk about Clea and Rachel McAdams. My Time to Shine Hello recently clarified what's going on here when somebody asked if Rachel McAdams would be playing a Clea variant. My Time to Shine Hello said no. Rachel, is going to be playing Night Nurse, which we talked about in our recent video. Glad to have that corroborated by her. And she also said that Charlize Theron is going to be playing Clea in the film, but she said it's not that big of a role. It's a smaller role or a cameo. So it seems like Clea is going to be in the movie, but maybe not in that post-credit scene, which again comes from probably unreliable sources. But nonetheless, Clea being in the movie and Charlize Theron playing that character is a super big deal, and I think will have something to do with where the Stephen Strange character goes after this film. Next up, let's talk about a confusing one. My Time to Shine Hello is reporting, and by the way, if you didn't know, yes, she did a sort of tweet storm earlier, which is a lot of what we're covering in this video, obviously, but she said that nobody from the Loki show will be in Multiverse of Madness. This contradicts a report from Deadline, which happened right after the Loki show finished its finale. They came out and said that they are reporting, reliable insiders have told them that Loki and I think Sylvie would be in Multiverse of Madness. Now, what I think is going on here is that there was a version of the film which would have that character in it, those characters maybe, and yes, there was going to be some tie-ins between the Loki show and Multiverse of Madness. Feige's actually on record talking about how, yes, there is connections between Loki and Multiverse of Madness. But one thing that Kevin Feige does is sometimes when he hears about a leak or a rumor out there, he will literally change the movie just to make that leak or report incorrect. And in an example like this, I don't think it changes too much of the movie to remove Loki and Sylvie from the film. It is possible Kang the Conqueror will still be alluded to or discussed or dropped in a post-credit scene for this film. But again, I think the connections there will be very light, and I don't think you're just gonna have the TVA pop up in the middle of Multiverse of Madness. And now let's talk about one of my favorite rumored cameos, and that would be Tom Cruise as Iron Man, or an Iron something variant, maybe an Ironmonger or something like that. You get it. He's gonna be an Iron Man, basically. Now, recently, Geekosity reported that they are hearing that Tom Cruise Iron Man was cut from the movie because he didn't have that significant of a role in the film, and they just cut him out to sort of streamline the narrative. Somebody asked My Time to Shine Hello if they thought this was a good report. My Time to Shine Hello said they are full of crap. Now, a lot of people hit me up with this because they were saying, yo, is she saying that Tom Cruise Iron Man is in the movie? And that's not exactly what she's saying. It's not the same thing to say that Geekosity doesn't know what they're talking about and say that Tom Cruise is confirmed. However, My Time to Shine Hello has been teasing out an Iron something variant, and I do believe that Tom Cruise did film some stuff for Multiverse of Madness, and I frankly think this is one of those really big surprises that a lot of people are sitting on. So she didn't exactly confirm that he's gonna be in there, but she does give a little bit more life to that rumor and downplays another report that was saying that he was removed. Now, let's talk about Wolverine. To me, I think this is kind of a long shot, although to be fair, the rumors of Hugh Jackman having conversations with Kevin Feige did come out from the exact same time frame that the Tom Cruise Iron Man, the Charlize Theron Clea rumors, the John Krasinski rumors, all that stuff, even the Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart stuff, all of that was rumored around the same time. I personally think that it's still possible Hugh Jackman pops up as Wolverine in this movie. Now, a lot of insiders, like I believe Casey Walsh, is reporting that there was originally a plan to have Hugh Jackman in the film. It didn't work out. They ended up cutting it, and Hugh Jackman could be open to returning for Secret Wars. This is also something corroborated by My Time to Shine Hello. She also said that he's not going to come back for this movie, but maybe for Secret Wars. There was a writer for the Illuminati a couple of weeks back that said there would be a Wolverine in MOM, but it wouldn't be Hugh Jackman. That's kind of intriguing. Perhaps a different Wolverine will pop up in this film. But then Big Screen Leaks is saying that out of all the different leaks, rumors, and cameos that he heard about, Wolverine was not mentioned once, indicating to us that he has never heard of a Wolverine rumor for Multiverse of Madness. And if all of that sounds really confusing and convoluted, that's because it is, which just goes to show you the great lengths that Marvel Studios has taken to preserve the secrets of this movie and throw us off the scent. At the end of the day, we don't know for sure how this is going to play out, but I actually tend to believe that a lot of the characters that we thought we'd see from way back in the day are actually going to show up in the movie, and Feige's taking extra care to hide this stuff from us, but we don't know for sure. I will be following up on these rumors as we get more information, but there you have it. Let me know what you think about the different rumors and reports, and what's the one cameo that you must see in Multiverse of Madness or you're going to be disappointed. Let me know in the comment section below. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel to see more of our content pop up in your recommended feed, and go check us out on our live streaming channel. If you had a question about something I brought up in this video, you can come on by and ask me live. And as I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.